Hello and welcome back to another day in the arena. It's me, it's CGB. Today in the arena, I hope you'll indulge me a little bit. I'm going to be playing a Cats and Angels deck, or as I call it, an Angel Cats deck. And I'll tell the story about why at the end of the video. So if you stay till the end, you'll get kind of the story behind the deck. It's not designed to be hyper competitive. It's not designed to be a total jank outpouring. It's just something that I want to play today. We've got a number of cat tribal type of synergies with Charmed Stray, Leonin Vanguard, and Ajani's Pridemate. We've got some crazy cat ladies in Vivian, Imara, and Shauna. We've got Night of Autumn to deal with some random stuff and also just to champion the cats. I even have a copy of Generous Stray, which when it enters the battlefield, draw a card to add to the cat theme. And then we have some angels. Shalai and Lyra bringing the lifelink beats and stuff. Tristani Discordant is also there as another one of our kind of cat enthusiasts. Some Conclave Tribunals so that the opponent doesn't completely kill us with whatever they're doing. 2 Ajani's because, you know, seems like a good cat bro, good cat leader. And then we have a Helm of the Host, which kind of goes off with a number of things in the deck. It's great with Tristani. It's great with Shalai, as everything becomes hexproof. Night of Autumn, you can just blow things up and gain life forever. Generous Stray, you can draw a bunch of cards. And Charmed Stray, you just, every time that you get another Charmed Stray copy, it puts another counter on every card named Charmed Stray, so it just goes crazy. So that's what we're going for, a little bit of a crazy cat deck. And like I said, if you're interested in more story at the end, but for now, let's go play an event, play some games, and see how we do. Well, we got some flowers and flourishes, no cats. We'll have to dig them up. This is basically a 5 land hand in a way, but Night of Autumn and Conclave Tribunal can respond to a number of things. We might get just run over. Oh, there's a kitten. Hey, kitty kitty. Let's go ahead and use Flower to thin the deck up. Get a Plains. Remember that this one is revealed. Can't really see that little eye indicator when you put it in the corner, so I'll move it over here. Wildgrowth Walker. All right. Let's play you. Let's get a Pridemate down so we can start growing it with some of our life gain effects. Interplanar Beacon and Jade Light Ranger. The opponent is off to the races and looking fabulous doing it. 2 lands off the top keeps the Jade Light Ranger at a 2/1, and the Wildgrowth Walker crashes in. I really would have loved to draw another Leonin Vanguard there. That would have probably been the perfect draw. But since we don't have the perfect draw, we'll settle for this one. And we'll use Conclave Tribunal to take the Walker off the battlefield. I've definitely drawn enough land. I'd like to stop. Less land would be better for the rest of the game. Maybe we can get Pridemate cooking into something large. Another Explorer creature joins the fray. With Liliana Dreadhorde General. Keep it on top. That's intimidating. It makes sense. Our opponent has like 5 lands here. And oh, Paradise Druid, it's coming down next turn. Dear God. Dear God, man. So our opponent's deck, if you're interested in it, has been surfacing, I would say, is a good way to put it. It probably has Command the Dreadhorde, like a 3 or 4 color Command the Dreadhorde style deck. Let's gain the life, make our Pridemate bigger. Then we'll move to combat, gain the life, make our Pridemate bigger. When this comes down in minuses, we probably want to sacrifice these 2 so that our big Pridemate stays in the way. So no attacks. And do I save a Flower Flourish or do I go get land number 6? I think I will save it because we might have a good reason to make our creatures larger. Against a grindy, like 4-color Sultai with a huge endgame, like Liliana, I don't think our kitties are in a very good spot. That's the way it goes, though. Let's see how the opponent plays this. Probably just plussing. Plussing away to make zombies. The minus would get the Night of Autumn in the Vanguard. Oh, okay. Kind of surprised. I mean, yes, our opponent gets 2 cards, and that's nice. Maybe they have another Liliana in hand, and that's a sign. I'm sure they'll block with their Branch Walker, which lets them draw another card. But we do have to try to get through. So many cards. I think failing to try, though, would be the big mistake. And we'll put out the Lyra, see if the opponent can solve it. Hopefully they're on something like Cast Down to deal with creatures, and we get away with this. Lyra just beats things up. If there's a Vivian Reed, if there's a Teferi, if there's a number of things, we're in an even worse spot than we started. Looking in the graveyard is either already thinking about Command the Dreadhorde or thinking about Find Finality. Shocking. Ouch. Hydroid Crassus, okay. Well, I mean, just more ways that the opponent puts blockers in the way. The Flourish doesn't do anything. Ajani could come down and get back the Leonin Vanguard, I suppose. And I think it's better to get something back than not, with Command the Dreadhorde coming. Alright. Keep the pressure on. Let the opponent draw their deck. Hope it's all land. I mean, it's block, right? I'll just topple this statue while I wait. Weird. Why is it lighting the beacon? I'm trying to topple the statue. Did you see that?
Well, this was unpleasant.
Unpleasant? Oh. Okay. What happened? The opponent decided to kill the Pridemate? Wow. I'm pretty stunned. I'm pretty stunned, which I think means Dreadhorde General's coming back with Command the Dreadhorde here. Hopefully this opponent will also pay too much life. Miscalculate. Similar to the one in a video that I think I titled My Greatest Win Ever. That title was tongue-in-cheek. I didn't earn that win. I got lucky. Yeah, you see the Command the Dreadhorde going on. And here it is. So our opponent goes down to 11. They get back their Wildgrowth Walker. If they stack their triggers right, like they should have stacked the Knight first, and they get their Wildgrowth Walker and then gain all the life, it would be sweet. But instead they don't gain the life, leaving them at 11. Now Liliana minuses, our creatures die. Our opponent draws many more cards. And this game is definitely over. I'm gonna go ahead and scoop it up, like the kitty litter. All right, I'm going to keep the hand. We've got some good stuff going on. It doesn't start on turn 1, unfortunately, but we've got plays to make. Not a lot more you can ask for with a green-white creature deck. You have the light-up sleeves that do things. Yeah, a little electricity. All right. Psych, or green deck. Green deck going probably way over the top and doing way powerful things. Amara, come on down. It's our only play for turn 2, makes it pretty easy. Wayward Swordtooth. Well, if our opponent plays Nissa next turn, they're on the god draw already. Charmstray. Alright. The opponent's tapping this so it auto-passes priority. I can approve. That's nice of you. Let's use the Generous Stray to draw another card and get deeper in the deck. So that, yeah, now we're at least hitting Tristani on time. There's Nissa. So our opponent with the perfect draw, Grazer, Swordtooth, Nissa. It won't be a particularly close game, unfortunately. But that's the way that it goes when you're playing the cat deck. Guess we'll play this out as well. Make it 2 counters. Our opponent has 2 blockers, including one that kills everything, so there's no real point to an attack here. Another Swordtooth. Okay. Another land. Does the opponent have something to use all this mana on? Here's a Jade Light Ranger. City's Blessing unlocked, so the 5/5s are live. There's Karn. Swordtooth coming in hot. I'm not going to block. There's no point. We're not going to win. It's not going to be close. I'll just play out my stuff. Try to be a good sport. Green Tron, I wouldn't call it tier 1 deck in the format, but it's definitely tier 2, and its God Draw is almost unbeatable by any deck, and this was certainly it. So I don't see any point to goofing around, but let's see what our opponent does with their Karn the Great Creator, which lets them get an artifact from outside the game. If there was some artifact that let none of my creatures block, it would be brilliant. Meteor Golem. I mean, okay. I guess you can do that. May as well. And now you're not attacking. Alright, well. Let's flourish. Let's have a flourish. See what happens. Maybe the opponent will forget how to block. Pretty much our only hope. Down to 7. And we'll see if the opponent's capable of just turning their creatures sideways, or if they need a Dirtle. Looks like they can't not Dirtle. I like that they have a Helm of the Host. I mean, I guess this is cute. You get to blow up 1 permanent a turn. How impressive. And okay. The opponent's still not killing me. I guess they couldn't that turn, but why not attack with a 3/3? We'll just show them the strength of our cat deck. We'll throw it all against the wall. Please just attack.
Behold, nature's true power.
Yep, not gonna throw my Charm Stray in front of that. I'll take it all on myself. That's fine. Two Charm Strays? Oh my goodness, what if we draw a third? Here we go. Let the party begin. If only Generous Stray also worked with Charm Stray. So our opponent's on Wild Growth Walker. Let's get the Sisei's Legacy out. We can always play this again later. It wouldn't have a good attack this turn anyway, but this keeps getting bigger with more creatures. Ouch. Didn't expect that. I did not expect that. One's playing it super slow. I sort of want to do a Vivian minus, but then Wild Growth Walker will kill it. I could do Generous Stray and draw a card. I could make this a 2/2. Doesn't seem very good. Let's go with the Generous Stray line. We could also play the Night of Autumn, but there might be a better job for the Night of Autumn somewhere. Shalai is pretty good. Hopefully is. It all depends what our opponent's got in their hand. Of course it's a Jade Light Ranger. It's always a Jade Light Ranger. And no blocks. Not throwing my cats under any buses today, if I can help it. Let's get Shalai down. She'll take the damage on herself. Hopefully she can help me defend the land. Nope. Opponent bounces it with a Tyrant Scorn. That's kind of weird to me. Yeah, I'm not taking... I mean, that's fine. Damage is good. I'll take it. There's a Conclave Tribunal. So first up, let's go get another land. that a stick from the opponent? Do they have another Tyrant Scorn? It's possible. Let's play another Stray. They're not intimidated. All right. How about a Knight of Autumn? I'll take the counters. This could also be an Assassin's Trophy, but let's try tribunaling away this Wild Growth Walker. The opponent feeling a need to do something in response here goes with the Scorn, but if they had done that in response to the counters being added, like with the ability on the stack, they could have prevented the Tribunal, but I guess they weren't thinking about Tribunal there. Crassus has a 4/4, draw 2 cards. Yep. Same stuff every game. Now, let's see. Do I want to get another land? I guess so, because if Shalai lives, I can buff my team. So let's go get the forest. Play that. And here's Shalai again. Did the opponent draw a Shalai solution? It's a Jade Light Ranger. They already spent 2 Tyrant Scorns, which, it's like, how many of those do you run in your deck? Apparently all of them, along with Moment of Craving. That's kind of crazy to me. And land off the top. And Llanowar, alright. I mean, they're dumping their hand. And their whole plan is on the battlefield. Alright, 6 mana pump squad. Your turn. Let's see if the opponent wants to attack into it. Awkward. Not the top deck you really want after you play out your Explorer creatures and your whole hand. Anybody want to get busy? No? Alright, that's what I thought. Make the squad bigger. So now that we have a bit more, like we kind of brick wall their team, kind of. I think we can go ahead and play out their vanguards. We should play the Vivian too. We can minus the Vivian, see what we hit.
There is wonder in a blade of grass.
Yeah, let's grab you. So the vanguards gain extra life if I play it now, so that's what I'll do. And no attacks. Next turn we can give Vigilance to Shalai and start beating in that way. Does the opponent top deck a Hydroid Krasis to make this more interesting? I guess there are a lot of draws they could have to make things more interesting. Wow. Wow. Yeah, that's my life. Alright. Let's get you out there. Let's throw some Vigilance and Reach on one of these.
Strike now.
Play this tapped. Gain some life. And say go. Hope the opponent's 3 cards that they just drew were worse than before. Alright. Always rips the Hydroid Krasis, right? But can they do it with the Lyra? Lyra's big. Oh my. Oh my. Let's see what we get.
Have you ever lost a home?
I suppose Tristani's the most powerful thing there. And we could play Tristani now. Flashing it in is also really crazy. But, gosh, what is this? We need 9 mana to play Helm and equip it the same turn? 9 mana? That's so much. We also have the ability to put more counters on everything, but Tristani's sort of a similar effect. I feel like I should hold on to the Helm. I'm not sure why. I just have that feeling that I'm going to need this Tristani. Here comes another Crassus. Let the card draw continue. Just, you know, for 11, casual. Super casual. Is the 8/8 coming over to play? Let's see. Oh, it's going face? Alright. Let's drop a Tristani. 6'7" and a 6'6", but I think we just take it, right? Yeah, we just take it. We'll gain it back somehow. Amara. Soul of the Accord. Who needs reach? I guess the largest of the strays can have reach. It's a lot of lifelink if we do decide to start blocking. Here's the Amara, here's the Helm of the Host. And no attacks. Yeah, the trample on these things is annoying. It does mean that we're probably giving up Lyra and Shalai here. If Lyra, if any of them die, of course, we're in even worse position. Okay, that's pretty bad. Yep, that was not close, unfortunately. You had to kill all the cats, too, on the way. So rude. So rude. Honestly, I don't have it in me to take a beating from tier 1 and 2 decks on my cat deck anymore. So I'm going to call it a day. And yeah, I promised a story at the end, so a story you will have. When my wife and I, it's not that long after we got married, and it was about 13 years ago, we adopted 2 kitties, brother and sister, from the Humane Society. Well, I guess you could say rescued. See if I can get on the screen here. Yep, there we go. And that is Angel. Angel is a very sweet little cat. She was adorable. And we always called her Angel Cat. So that's why I have a deck today with cats and angels in it. And people grieve in mysterious ways. This has become both a passion project of mine, this YouTube channel and this content thing has become a passion project of mine, but it's also a way for me to connect to other people, something I've never been great at in my life. And sometimes, in order to grieve, I have to share with others. So, my angel cat passed away. She was very sick. She was 13 and a half years old. When we adopted her, she had a heart murmur, and we were told she could die at any time. And we adopted her knowing that we'd rather that she stayed with us for a little while and died with a home and a family than dying at the Humane Society. But she made it 13 and a half years. She grew out of her heart murmur and for the most part was a healthy cat. But in the last year, she's been very sick. And we knew this was coming. It's not a big surprise. I think that the surprising ones are pretty tragic. But it's still very hard. And my wife and I were with her at the end, and she went peacefully. I'm grateful for the 13 years that I've had with that cat. She really made so many days better, and I know that she made my wife very happy as well. So, in remembrance of her, I want to make sure that the Humane Society is there so that other people, other young couples can rescue animals and know the joy that they can bring to your life. So I'm going to give any funds from this video to the Humane Society, my local Humane Society at Traverse City in Michigan. And if I would encourage anybody out there, I'm not one to tell you what to do with your money or your charity dollars, but if you would like to, please give to your local charity. If anybody would like to make the donation on my behalf, I will also give it to my local Humane Society. I'm having trouble with that word for some reason. So you can go to covertgoblue.com and hit donate, and in the comments put for the Humane Society or for Angel Cat or for cats or for pets or whatever you want to put. And I will, on your behalf, donate it to the Humane Society. So, if you are curious, video revenue from ads, somewhere between $50 and $100 is probably what I'll end up donating on my own. But if any of you want to join me, you're welcome to. And I'm gonna miss my cat. It's very sad. But thank you very much. I know that you don't come here to be sad, but part of this is a personal journey. And thank you for bearing with me today. And thank you for watching this video. As always, I will see you in the next video. Please pet your animals for me, your fur babies if you have them, and treasure each day with them. Goodbye.